Alright, we are at Giga-Bites Cafe in Atlanta, Georgia. Ready for a video battle report. We've got a three-way battle today. We're playing Recon on a 4x4 table. 15 buildings, 15 intel pieces. There's Rich, and there's Brian. My name's Cameron. I'll go through the armies. This is my PHR list. I've got a command unit with a Zeus and an Enyo. I've got a standard Type 1 Walker battle group with 2 squads of 2 Phobos. Battle group with 2 sets of Immortals in Tritons with upgrades. Another battle group, 2 Immortals, 2 Tritons with upgrades. Got a Hades and a Poseidon, and an Athena. Here's Rich's army. I'll let him narrate.
I have the command group with the Kodiak and Dropship, the Ferrum, Wolverines, 3 A's and 1 Type B. And in the heavy battle group, I got 2 longbows with carriers and 2 scimitars. 2 sets of legionnaires with bears and transports, both with missile pods on the transports. And then I got the Albatross with 6 rapiers and 6 sabers and 3 rapiers.
Alright, and over here to Brian's army.
Alright, so we've got the Sheltari, and I've got 2 units of infantry, a squad of fast movers, war spears, and the Ocelot heavy, 6 grav tanks, 3 anti-air tanks. Then the command group is Coyote Commander and 2 Jaguars, and a unit of scouts. And then gates, I've got 3 Edens and 2 Havens.
Alright, we will get back with turn 1. We are at the end of turn 1. Talk about the PHR first, since that's my army. Mostly just flew on. Of note, have a CQB starting here. I'm the aggressor, and the UCM are the defender. My commander's here. I got some AA there. My Hades is still flying around. The real thing that affected my turn was that Brian, who's playing Sheltari, rolled a 6 on his reserves. We had 2 war spears on this turn, so I had to be really careful about, I couldn't leave my guys in my transports because they might get blown up by the war spears because I have no AA on turn 1. Anyway, moved some infantry into the building here. Got some more Phobos down there. Infantry in the building. Infantry in the Triton, hiding back there. Rich is gone right now, so he rolled his Ferrum on right next to me. Shot the point defense launchers at the Triton, managed to not hurt it at all. The drones are all right there. He's got, looks like a Kodiak, some armed personnel carriers. He's got his 2 scimitars back here and a whole bunch of tanks lining up against all those Sheltari tanks there. Some more infantry deployed in the buildings. And Brian, what do you got?
Alright, so I walked in my heavy walkers and my grav tanks over here.
This is going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, and I brought in all my AA over here, and I had some absolutely terrible dice rolls and tried to shoot down this heavy dropship, or medium dropship multiple times and didn't do it. Did manage to take out his 2 light dropships that were carrying his longbows. And then just gated in my commander here, gated in my infantry here, and then gated in the Ocelot way over here. I was lucky and was able to bring in my fast movers, so they took a couple of shots. Basically did a lot of damage to one building, but still cannot bring down that 1 dropship.
Yeah, he shot, how many, 2 Kukris? There's 2 Yaris.
2 Yaris and 2 Kukris.
2 Kukris and 1 war spear, all fired at that 1 Condor, and it's still alive.
Yeah.
It's amazing how lucky he was. All right, we will see you at the end of turn 2.
All right.
End of turn 2. Let's see, I'll start with me. Moved the infantry around a little bit, so they captured this objective, moved into there by transferring buildings. These guys had their transport move around, they're in there. They got the intel out of here. Their dropship had nothing to do, so it went and tried to shoot the Ocelot, but I misjudged it. It was out of range. These Phobos took pot shots at his 2 war spears that came by, got 2 hits, which would have easily killed them, but he made both his passive saves, which is kind of annoying. War spears came by and shot that, didn't do anything to it. The Phobos managed to kill 6 drones, which is pretty awesome, but 4 have respawned. That has smoke. Hades had just deployed. I made a big mistake here. I initiated a CQB even though he was occupying with the intel. I guess I was thinking objectives or something. So he got the intel and we just ended up fighting over nothing and almost everybody's dead. He moved another squad in. And my Zeus is dead, which is annoying because he managed to shoot it with his Kodiak, which is hiding behind the building there. Got through the 3-up passive and did the double damage and is dead. So now I have no commander. So that'll kind of hamper me for the rest of the game. Go ahead. Alright, so Kodiak, as mentioned, that has smoke. Spharum just launched more guys. Killed my Triton, which used to be there. His Scimitars shot at his walkers over there, did nothing. This building got blown up. Killed a couple tanks. They're hiding behind it now with smoke. This dropship is amazingly still alive. It took a whole bunch more AA, still alive. There's a bear over there with some guys in it. This is an objective. The intel in this building turned out to be an objective. It's in the bear there. And Brian?
Alright, so the Tomahawks did their dance, blew up that building, they came swooping around this side, shifted the walkers over, and started taking pot shots at various buildings, and managed to find an objective here, get it off the board, and just find a regular piece of intel there. So that's what we're working on now.
Oh, and I should add, he's also been pounding away at this building, trying to discourage me from getting inside it. And at this point, I've sort of decided to not go for it. I don't know if that's a smart move or not. All right, see you at turn 3. End of turn 3. Start of the PHR. My Phobos didn't do a whole lot. They just kind of sat waiting for fast movers to come on. These 2 Phobos killed 5 more drones. So I killed 6 in the first turn, 5 on this turn. So they've been firing really well, above average. Hades moved around the corner, managed to do 3 wounds on the Ferrum and shot his nanomachines and killed a bunch of Wolverines, which aren't there anymore. These infantry are dead. His guys went to the wall. We actually forgot to roll their fortitude test last turn, so they died from that. They went to the wall and they did a wound on my Enyo there. The Enyo shot this building way over here, which has both of them fighting in CQB next turn. And I managed to do 8 damage points to the building and kill 1, what are they called, Braves?
Yep.
1 Brave died from the masonry. Over here, they got a piece of intel, moved into that building via a monorail, hidden monorail card that I played. They got the intel here, moved to that building. These guys got the intel here, moved into this building, just in case I managed to grab it, because there was no more intel to get, and the Ocelot predictably blew it up. And I had a Neptune, which I was going to go to the deck and hide behind the building, and it rolled double 1, so it's dead. I think that's about it for me. So on the UCM, Ferrum just moved more guys over here. He managed to kill one of my Tritons. These guys are on the wall firing missiles. These guys were heading towards this building to try to get that intel, but I got there first. And big tank battle going on over here. He managed to use his longbow to blow up some Kukris and Yaris over there. He shot a bunch of the building to try to soften them up before his guys went in. This guy who survived 1,000,000 hits is finally dead. One of the Jaguars is dead. And your guys, Brian?
Right, so managed to kill off some of his artillery there, took out one of his longbows, brought down a building, got into this building now, and got the other objective off the board. So
Right, yeah, he found an objective in a building.
Oh,
got it off the board.
and lost one of my war spears on an intercept from the Athena.
Right, so the War Spears went to go shoot this building. Athena intercepted, killed 1. They did 1 damage point on the building. All right, see you at the end of turn 4. I was well positioned to grab a bunch of intel, so I went. They were there at the start of the turn. They grabbed intel, moved over there, and then they're sitting there. The objective is not on them right now. Another group here. I was poised to win the game because I'd almost collected enough intel. I got 7 tokens over there, but I rolled a 6, which means that there's an objective there. So theoretically, Brian and Rich are both at 5 right now. So if one of them can get the objective off the board, they can still tie and win on kill points. So they started they moved over here, and this building just got pounded by everybody because they stopped fighting each other, and now they're all on me. And so the people who found the objective are now dead, and that objective's sitting there, so as soon as they activate, they can pick it up next turn. Got some Tritons sitting over there, but we got a CQB going now because this Condor got shot down, and then the bear went over here and disembarked them into the building. They're attacking it. Let's see what else. The drones killed. Did they kill my Enyo? Something killed.
The rocket.
No, the rockets killed the Enyo. So the Enyo's dead now. But the Hades went around the corner and killed the Ferrum finally, so the drones are all dead. I also lost another Neptune. Got shot down by his rapiers over there. That's about it for what's going on. He's still got units here. Scimitars pounding my building. Kodiak. They've agreed to a little bit of a ceasefire here, and now we're just pounding my building. And Brian?
Right, yeah, so the infantry that I had in here got taken out.
Oh yeah, they had a CQB here at the start of the turn.
Yeah. So, and then my other infantry...
There's now another monorail connecting these buildings, so they monorailed over.
Right, and so now I've got infantry in here, and then everything else that I had was shooting either at this building or this building, depending on where he was moving his objectives. And yeah, that's it.
Yep, so we'll see if one of them can grab that objective and get it off the board. Not over yet, but we have an update. So Brian, playing the Shaltari, just pounded the crap out of that building because there's both the infantry in there were hostiles. Then I activated for my CQB, and we failed to harm each other, but we both failed our fortitude since I only had 1 wound left on my base. Rich had 2 on his base. That meant that I left the building, so my infantry are sitting down there. Rich had the objective, and then Brian activated a bunch more units and pounded the building some more, and they're dead, so now the objective's just sitting there in the building. We'll have an update for what's going on at the end of turn 5. Game. So there was a UCM, one of Rich's units left in the building, so Brian pounded a bunch of shots in it to kill the UCM with the falling masonry, but at that point, the objective was just, they died, the objective was just sitting there. But at that point, the building was only down to 4 hits, so I activated my Hades and just blew it up. Objective's dead, problem solved. So end of the game, I've got 7. Brian has 3 pieces of intel plus an objective off the board, so that's 5. Rich, same, 3 intels and 1 off the board, so 5. So PHR victory. Guys, any thoughts on strategy or how things went?
That was a close game. I thought I was going to get hurt a little more in the beginning, just being in the middle, but survived pretty well. I should have been a little more aggressive and gone for some of the bigger buildings on the other side, maybe.
Yeah.
The 2 points that I get out of this is that destroying buildings that have objectives, even potential objectives, is definitely worth it. The second part of this is that I did not take enough infantry. I only took 2 units of infantry. If I had had a third and sacrificed one of the other units that I had, it definitely would have helped, and it may have secured me the victory.
Yeah, and I personally definitely benefited from the 2 of them slugging it out over on that side of the board, and I had 4 infantry units in small, fast transport, so I was able to run around and grab objectives over on this part of the board. Obviously, that was a mistake of assaulting that building, and losing my commander so early kind of hurt, but in the end, I was able to run around and grab enough intel. Anyway, thanks for watching.